What we're going to do here is use a Config.sys file to load onto a mobile printer that has been factory defaulted at the store. What these will do is it's this system, this config.sys will get read on its whenever the printer is rebooted. So these settings will take effect. And what we're doing here, just to make sure, is the start of our file, this has to be capitalized. The end has to be capitalized, then you have all your settings in between. And so we'll take this file and put it in the device on the TC22 that we're going to be using. And what we're going to leverage is the Zebra setup utility. So we're going to open this, and what we can do with this is discover printers, and we're just going to tap the side of a printer, and what it's going to do, so to connect when the printer's back to a factory state where Bluetooth is disabled, we hold the printer feed button until the Bluetooth LED begins to flash.
So here we're looking at a printer that has been reset in the store. We need to enable Bluetooth again. We see Discovery here has been disabled because of the factory reset. So when we press this button, we're going to have limited Bluetooth connectivity, but what we're going to get is the ability to connect to it and send a configuration file to it.
And it'll search for the printer. I do have Bluetooth enabled, and so it'll look through the printer over Bluetooth. If it was connected to Wi-Fi, it would look for it there as well. And so it found the printer that I connected to over NFC, so I tapped the left side, and now I see it's connected.
Here we tap the side, and you get a notification from the NFC Connect. We see the Bluetooth still blinking. We see the limited pairing, just say dismiss to continue on with the pairing process, which takes a few seconds, and then you'll see a pair pin come up depending on your configuration, but at this level, it's going to ask you to confirm on both.
So from here, what I'm going to do is go into available files, and I'm going to look on my device under downloads, and there's my config.sys. So I want to send this to the printer. So I'm going to send it to the printer, and that's what this application's doing. So this can be an application that is installed on your device as a separate maybe troubleshooting application, to where if something like this happens and you don't want to have the store send it in for reimaging, we can send down this config.sys, and then going forward, you'll see that where Bluetooth was in not discoverable mode, we have set it in this configuration to be discoverable on. So upon reboot, um, all these settings will be taken advantage of. And so if you ever wanted to change it, you have to go through the same process. If, let's say, you wanted your label length, size, and any of that to change, you would just need to go through and basically do this process again. But make the steps for the manager or a power user at the store to send this file down. Okay, so we got a little note at the bottom. It took a minute, but finish sending to the printer. So we actually reset the printer. The config.sys file was read. So if I look here, connectivity settings, Bluetooth, it's reading from the printer, and we see that now it's discoverable. And disconnect, deselect, confirm. So it'll close the connection, and then you can go into your app and whatever app you have and go ahead and print. So if you have a custom app that calls the printer, you can go ahead and call the printer in that now that it's discoverable.